Hello everyone, it's Melinda here with CatSmashPuzzles, and today I'm going back to my roots, or I should say, back when I first started kind of practicing for speed puzzling, and this was the brand that I actually did my first 1,000 piece speed run. This is cavallini&co brand, and they're very distinct boxes because they're all round like this, and they usually come in the 1,000 piece taller box, or it's about twice as tall as this one. I did not know they did 500 piece puzzles, so when I saw this at the puzzle swap, I immediately scooped it up because I didn't think they had these, and I was like, oh yes, I get to actually speed run it, and it's not a 1,000 piece puzzle. So this is Valentine, and as you can see when I'm publishing this video, it is Valentine's Day weekend, so happy Valentine's to everyone. I hope you get what you want, get it for yourself, get it for your significant other, anyone that is in, the love of your life. Please make them feel special, and I hope they do that in return for you. So happy Valentine's to everyone, and I think this is the perfect puzzle to do this for the Valentine's Day weekend. And one of the things I kind of want to just sort of talk about is kind of going back to when I first started speed puzzling. My initial introduction to speed puzzling was the Texas State Championship in 2024, and I did no puzzles in preparation for that. I went to the event, I only did the solo round, and I got 11th place out of about 81 people, which wasn't bad for my first attempt. I'm completely not doing a puzzle for over 10 years. And I thought it was fun, but I didn't quite stick around. I didn't really make any friends. That was kind of half of the reason I did it. I just sort of went in, talked to a few people, and then I left. So that was in February of 2024. And then about 6-7 months later, I realized that the Texas State Championship was happening again in 2025. And I was kind of invited back, basically. And I was invited to do all 3 events, the solo, pairs, and teams. That way I could make a few friends. And you know the story at this point, but basically I just sort of excelled into speed puzzling right after that. But one of the things I did do was, before the 2025 Texas State Championship, I did about 5 to 10 puzzles. And it was kind of a okay attempt at trying to practice. So one of the puzzles I did was the Cavallini&co 1,000 piece cats and kittens puzzle, and I did that just under the 3-hour mark. And at that time I thought that was horrible, and I thought I was not doing the best I could, or I didn't know what a 1,000 piece by yourself time was supposed to look like. And so I kind of was a bit dejected. I did so many different puzzles. Those 5 to 10 puzzles were very hard, and I don't know exactly what I was thinking. Obviously I was still very new to it. But I just kind of wanted to bring up that was kind of one of the first puzzles I practiced with in order to prepare myself for speed puzzling. I now know what puzzles to practice. I now know a lot of the tips. I now know that certain things are better than others to practice. When you don't know, you just kind of try to do your best. So that was kind of wanted to share that story because this was kind of one of the first companies that I did a puzzle for speed puzzling, and I think it's just one of those little things that you want to kind of loop back around to current events. Now, I'll pull out the poster here. I do like that their design is different than everybody else's, a circular box. Oh, a little poster. I thought it'd be bigger than that. It's going to be a long a portrait style, it looks like. So it is kind of a grid type puzzle. So you'll have the cats everywhere. There's a couple dogs, some birds, butterflies, but just distinct colors a little bit. It is a lot of the same colors, actually. I take that back. Pink, reddish, green, white. So this might be a little more difficult than I'm expecting to be, but as a 500, I'm not too concerned. I don't know, it's been a minute since I've done one of their puzzles, so I don't think there's any false fits that I'm aware of. But since it's a 500 piece puzzle, my goals will remain the same. I will try to do this under the hour for my general goal and under 52 minutes for my pieces per minute goal. I definitely think I'm a bit more prepared this time around for this brand than I was before. So that was kind of the idea. A little hard to get in here. So, that being said, let's smash it. kind of shocked that was my time. So I completed this puzzle in 41 minutes and 25 seconds. This was Cavallini&Co. Valentine 500-piece puzzle. And yeah, I'm not sure what to say. I was doing the puzzle and I looked at the time and I was about 30 minutes in. And I'm like, can I get this under 40 minutes? And so I really pushed myself. I can taste it. It's coming. I'm gonna get there. I swear one day it will happen. But I think there might have been a bit of a... I don't think... It's not like I cheated. It's not like that's what I want to say about this here. But I think there's been some kind of practice that I've been doing today, specifically, that probably contributed to this time. Basically, I've been doing that Quilted Critters puzzle multiple times, and I did it 4 times today, along with another 300-piece puzzle for my shorts. And just the fact that me just doing the same puzzle over and over again got me to the point of doing a 500-piece puzzle under 40 minutes. I was just in that speed zone, and so I think that translated over to this puzzle. It's possible I would have done it slower if I hadn't done all that prep work beforehand, but I don't think that's the case. This puzzle wasn't as difficult as I was thinking it was going to be because of all the same colors. I thought I was going to be in that 55 to 57 minute range on this one, but yeah, I'm very much well under that, under both of my goals. So that was very much a success. Yeah, I was so close. I was begging for it at this point, but didn't quite happen. I know there were some harder pieces towards the end where I had to kind of basically put in the green or red stripe pieces that were just kind of in the middle and didn't have any distinctions to them. I really just did a pick and place with this puzzle. I didn't do much different. The blue bird stood out a little bit. Obviously the darker colors like the owl, the boy down here at the bottom, the cats, they were dark brown. And so those were distinct, but everything had its own unique aspect to it. There was a couple duplicate patterns, but not very many. I think it was just like the pink with the hearts in it, but they were turned a different direction each way, so there wasn't an exact duplicate of each of the designs. So maybe grid puzzles is one of my strengths. I'm not sure. Again, I don't know if this was purely because I was doing a puzzle over and over again under 40 minutes, and it just kind of translated to this puzzle when I did it this evening. The letters on here did not really slow me down. I just think that it went rather well. I don't have much else to say than I'm very happy that all the pieces are there. I am keeping this one in my collection because I want to collect this brand specifically. I'll probably get 1,000 pieces, but I'll look for more 500 pieces for sure. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. There's a good pickup test as well. I do think that they're all 2-pronged now that I'm looking at them. No, that's incorrect. I found a 3-1. Okay, it looked like they were all 2-pronged, but they're not. But yeah, this was my Valentine's Day puzzle for y'all. So happy Valentine's. Hope your Valentine's is wonderful with lots of steak, sugar, and lots of love, especially. So, I think we definitely smashed it. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.